So I was glancing at the achievements and I noticed it says for what recently happened, you've encountered the echo of 19 spades endlessly functions. So echo, that kind of figures into the whole these are sort of like ghosts of something theory. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the map. Yeah, nothing in here but the glow bug. And it's a little further than I thought. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. This is Seraphil playing Rainworld, and right now we have lizards to worry about already. Yeah, I remember that being a thing here. Yeah, I know I can't hibernate yet. Or I could, but with negative consequences. The other thing I'm worried about is these long eye stalk creatures have been known to grab stuff, but it looks like I'm getting past them without that being an issue. Mostly because of the lizard. Okay. I... Oh, that thing. I was so worried about lizard, I wasn't paying attention to the ceiling. Yeah, this was an issue the last time I was here, too. I don't think the ceiling dropper quite as much, but the lizards stalking the area. But yeah, last time we made it most of the way through Chimney Canopy to this spot. Now I feel like maybe I should have tried to push on and get to the next shelter instead. Because there was plenty of time before rain. Yeah, it's like, I think their dens are just right next to the shelter. And those things are as scared of the lizards as they are of me. Oh, looks like they can fight each other. Oh, that's the one with a tongue. Alright, let's race by here. Hope the coast is clear. Yeah, them fighting each other is coming in handy for me. See if I can get some bats. I never did explore up here, did I? Yeah, the bats... They are your early food source. And one of the primary ones, but I'm finding they're kind of a pain to catch. Been finding that for a while, actually, but... Especially recently when there have been more sources of food that doesn't run away from you. Yeah, they seem to like that plant. No, stop. Okay, can kind of throw it away to keep from eating it. That's good to know. But now there's lizards. They are fighting each other. Let's hope they get distracted and leave. Okay. Yeah, these things seem drawn to this plant. That's probably worth remembering. Okay, you can kind of brush by that safely. Let's hope I can kind of weasel my way past the lizards. That worked. At least for now. Put the throwing thing in my right hand. I'm being watched by the guy, but it doesn't seem to say anything helpful for now. I don't think this is where I wanted to go. I can still eat this. Yeah, I wasn't here before. I kept going to the left. I guess I can take a quick look up here. Yeah, that's showing danger, though. I'm not seeing the danger. Oh, it's probably the lizard going through that duct there. But there's also a lizard camping that one. Alright, it's coming through, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, I need to get across to the left without getting eaten. Yeah, I think the vulture's coming for me. Pretty sure it was this way. Okay, yes. The safety is just over here. Let's jump in here and rest before something else goes wrong. Also, last time I took one of these in here, there was a bunch of food outside in the form of dead grub things. So I'm curious if that's just coincidence, or if that somehow made it happen. And there were two of them, others wriggling out there, so this doesn't prove anything either way. But if there's easy food, then I'll take it. Okay, nothing happened there. And we're just about back to the industrial complex. Let's put this down so I don't accidentally eat it. Yeah, they're only one food pip. Okay, I guess it's not dead yet. There, that made it stop making noise. Although there was the popcorn just outside, so I didn't even need to do that. Still. Chimney canopy to industrial complex, which I can then take to the Shaded Citadel, which will take me back to the shoreline eventually. Come to think of it, I don't think I ever mapped out the connection from the industrial complex entrance to the shoreline entrance. Although I did get to the, yeah, memory crypts from both of them, so I should be able to use that as a guide. So, yeah, we just head across here, basically. I'm hearing faint danger music because of these. Let's just rush past them. That seems to have worked for now. There's another lizard here, but that's one of the clumsy ones. Doesn't have any weird movement tricks. Yeah, I think this is one of the places I kept dying to the vultures. But if I just rush past, I'll probably be fine. Yeah. I remember coming up here repeatedly and getting eaten when I was trying to explore the area. From... yeah, it's just over there. Alright, so I'm going to grab the food. and just hope not to run into anything on the way. And we got a lizard climbing on the background. Yeah, I still don't know how to get up there. If you even can. It doesn't seem to have noticed me, so hopefully it just keeps crawling along and stays out of the way. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, that looks like it's going to work. I just run for it. Come on, don't get stuck in the terrain. Should I just keep going? Probably not. Although with that guy in there, is this safe? Never mind. Left. Yeah, I think they're kind of paranoid by default, but not overly aggressive. Yep, we're at the top of the karma meter. We have karma shield, or whatever that is. The hunter has increased. And the chieftain has dropped. I think the hunter is probably for attacking things. Well, no. Actually, now that I think about it, hunter implies hunting for food. And I did kill and eat those grub creatures. So, more likely it's the carnivore equivalent to the vegetarian achievement. Alright, just come through here. We'll be in the Shaded Citadel. Water, heating element, steam. Yeah, but as I noted, even the gates that don't have water pouring still have steam. So it feels like the steam is supposed to serve a purpose. Oh, and there was a shelter just on this side of the thing, which I forgot. So I could have just come through the gate and saved here. Yeah, I was thinking the first shelter wasn't until moderately deep in here, but I think it's just because the first time I came here, I didn't have enough food to rest there, and I couldn't find another shelter before rain. So that kind of messed with my memories of the place. Alright. Obviously we start out coming this way, because there is no other way to go. Grab the spear, they're more utility. Usually, the rocks are better at stunning lizards. But for most other things, the spears are better. They do more damage. You can use them as platforms in the walls. Yeah, the only thing is the lizards have those armored heads that they bounce off of. To minimal effect. What is that? Oh, it's one of those glowing rodent creatures. Yeah, I was going to say, what's a yellow thing on the portal supposed to mean? Alright, so there's a shelter over there. what happens when you don't pay attention to your surroundings. Yeah, let's try going up that way. Okay, the lizard's down there. Well, both lizards are down there. There is fruit around, but I'm not feeling terribly safe at the moment. Is this a pole? Yeah, this is a pole. Oh, and the spear fell through this. Got some nice ambient music going again. I'm not quite sure why that sometimes happens, other times there's just no music. Oh, I didn't quite finish eating. Yeah, I want to make sure I don't accidentally eat the glow bug. So I'm being very careful about getting into eating mode. Okay, you can crawl up over this. That is a lizard, but it's one of the least threatening kinds. Okay, this is reminding me of the memory crypts. I mean, the memory crypts does seem to be a sub-area of the Shaded Citadel, so I guess that makes sense. I need to get to shelter. Which means I need to find shelter. And the guide is not being helpful at the moment. At least I can see. Oh, those are those dark creatures. The ones that are scared of the light. Oh, there's shelter. Perfect. I thought I saw light right around it, so maybe there was one of those like native type creatures with a flashlight lamp thing. They're not flashlights, they're just glowing orbs of some sort. They're like hot coals, except they don't seem to be hot. Oh, anyway. Yeah, the hunter went down because I didn't hunt anything. Chieftain went down, and I still don't know why. But in any case, this has been Arafel playing Rain World. We've got to another shelter in the Shaded Citadel. I think we're getting kind of close to the shoreline. Guess we'll find out next time.